G-E-T-Y. Baby. Guys, that was my Ansel Elgort impression. I hope you enjoyed it. There are a lot of cool jobs out there. Whether you're the getaway driver for people who regularly rob banks, or I don't know, maybe you're an actor, maybe you're in the military, maybe you're a radio host, maybe you sell kitchenware, you're an international businessman. There's a lot of cool jobs out there. There's also a lot of not so cool jobs. So probably the worst possible area to work in my personal opinion, is customer service. Whether that be, you know, for restaurants, different retail like Kmart, Walmart, movie theaters. I am in the Army and I just got back from rotation to Germany where we did a lot of cool different missions and shit. I can't go into detail about it, but I did overall enjoy my time in Germany. Stressful, good memories. Now, when I got out to LA, I started picking, you know, I got a job in background acting and I've been submitting for different speaking roles and I really enjoy that as well. Great time. I also got another job at a movie theater. I'm not going to say the exact movie theater. I don't want to get, I don't know, copyright busted or some shit. I mean, I don't know how that works. So I'm working at this movie theater, okay? And I'm thinking, you know, I'm a soldier. I'm on reserve status. And I've dealt with some shit, you know, and most soldiers do. Now, whenever you're selling someone some popcorn and, you know, maybe the popcorn is not quite as warm as they want it to be and they start raising hell, my first reaction is to reach across the counter and very politely slap them across the face. However, that is very frowned upon in the customer service area, the customer service field of work. Let me put it this way. You get no respect in customer service, no matter how good you are at your job. You will get the occasional very friendly customer. Oh, thank you so much. You're great, blah, 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 blah. Hey, I appreciate it. That is one, maybe two customers every month, right? Especially here in California. A lot of people are kind of stuck up pricks over here, at least in the LA County area. And if I'm not making myself very clear, let me tell you a story. An example, if you will. So I was selling popcorn. This lady came up and she said, hey, I got butter all over my bag. At the theater I work at, you pour your own butter in your popcorn. She's like, may I have a new bag? Now technically, we're not supposed to give her another bag. They keep counts of the bags at the theater I work with. I know, crazy. I was like, man, I'm not supposed to, you know, but I'll do it anyway. So I get a new bag, put the popcorn in, and I hand it to her. And I said, enjoy your movie. And this motherfucker has the nerve. You know what she did to me? She takes the bag of popcorn, scoffs like, and rolls her eyes and walks away. Bitch, what? I didn't have to help you. I literally just went against regulation and gave you a bag. Were you testing me? Did you not like me going against regulation? Because you asked for another bag and I helped you out. I put my job on the line for you, bitch. But I digress. That's just an example of what has happened. Let me give you another thing. I was with a coworker, and I'm not gonna use her real name, so we'll call her Debbie. Alright, so Debbie is 16 years old, and she's also selling popcorn. We're both working concessions that night. Now, this older man, I say he's like 50 to 60, maybe lower 60s at most. He comes up and he has these coupons from like the 1920s. I've never seen these coupons before. They are fucking old as shit. He comes up, and when me and Debbie don't know how to input these prehistoric coupons into the system, he starts throwing a hissy fit, calling Debbie, who's 16 years old, dumb. Like, do you realize how dumb you look right now? Motherfucker, do you realize how dumb you look right now? Listen, like, I understand if you'd be frustrated because you want to watch a movie and that's fine. Don't take it out on the workers, especially when we're trying to help you out. Now, at the end of the day, we did get his coupons through and we helped him out and we gave him the movie. Here's the funny part. Now, us being the great workers that we are and so nice to our customers, because the customer is always right? We put his coupons into the system. However, we didn't have to do that. The reason being, they were for Los Angeles City theaters for the specific company. We're in Los Angeles County. This was in Marina del Rey. We didn't have to help you, but we did it anyway. Despite you being old, saggy, raggedy-ass dick, we still helped you. Now, movie theater aside, this also applies to a lot of other social services. For example, I was a waiter at a Bob Evans for about a month, right? And we had these regulars, this older couple that would come in at least once or twice a week. Like, they came in pretty often, and I had heard the horror stories about these guys. So they always complain about something just to get a discount on their meal, okay? Pretty shitty. You're trying to save a few bucks, but that's still really shitty. So one day I was their waiter, and I had served them. Everything was right. I know everything was right. I wrote it down. I heard them very clearly. I double checked with them right over the orders. Blah 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 blah. Good to go. They get their food, and I forget exactly what they complained about. I think they said the food was old or something, which just wasn't true. The food was fine, and I brought it up to them and I said, listen, you guys have a reputation of coming in here and complaining just to get a discount. And I notice what you're doing right now. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to get this discount. So they went to my manager. Of course, classic customer move. Let me talk to the manager. So yeah, okay. Then I got in trouble. The manager got onto me, gave them the discount, and got onto me for trying to be a decent person and stop this shitbaggery that was going on with these two regular customers. And of course, you know, they continued to do it, but I couldn't say anything at that point unless I wanted to lose my job. And I think that's probably the biggest issue. See, when a customer starts acting very shitbaggish, you're not supposed to stand up for yourself or the company. The classic saying, the customer's always right. I think this is a major flaw. If a customer is being blatantly disrespectful, I think a worker should have full right to stand up for themselves. No cussing, no insulting. Very respectfully, tell the customer to fuck off. And I feel like if we were allowed to do that, things would be so much better for the customer service people. Because anybody who's worked at Kmart, Walmart, restaurant, movie theaters, blah 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 blah, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you're sick of it. And honestly, you don't get paid enough to deal with that bullshit. You know what you're getting into, right? But it could be a lot better and a lot more worth minimum wage if we could stand up for ourselves. So managers, corporate leaders, whatever, look into this. Look into, you know, letting the workers stand up against customers and not getting in trouble. Because I almost lost my job at Bob Evans for standing up against that. And when I worked at Kmart, it was the same way. I dealt with rude customers all the time. I mean, it was my first job, so I never stood up against them because I was just too scared to. But granted, I would have gotten in trouble for it anyway. And I saw a lot of co-workers who would kind of stand up, and they'd get either fired or in a lot of trouble. So yeah, it's bullshit. And I think us workers should take a stand against these fucking shitbag customers and put it into it once and for all. Stay geeky.
Hi, do you have a pupper?
Meow, meow.
If so, get Bullymake box.
Is that Bullymake box?
It's orange.
It's orange? It's a box?
It's got dogs on it.
If you like dogs and you have dogs, you gotta pull them. Oh!
That's a phone.
That's them calling.
Hello? Phones can't use
Hey,
people.
Bullymake people. We're
But you know
talking about you right now.
Tell them we're recording their
We're
ad.
recording an ad for you because your box is so cool.
Awesome.
Dogs love it. What was that? Promo code IG10?
Puppers love them.
They said to use promo code IG10 for stuff off. $10 off, promo code IG10.